Greetings, listeners. Welcome to Women, Weight, and God with your host, Pam Long of Lifestyle Revival. Join me tonight as we shed light on God's message for our overall health and well being. Tonight's topic: hard bodies in the Bible. The stories of Joseph and David, our gym rats. Genesis 39:6. Now Joseph was well built and handsome. Well built implies that Joseph took care of his body. And some proof is shown again in Genesis 39, verse 7. Because we learn here that Potiphar, that's the Egyptian official that Joseph worked for, his wife noticed that Joseph was handsome and that Joseph was well built. Another noticeable hard body reference is found in 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 12. So he sent for him, meaning David, and had him brought in. He, again meaning David, was glowing with health and had a fine appearance and handsome features. So, this tells you that David had a healthy looking body. Now, of course, these two men, Joseph and David, are being recognized for something greater than a healthy body. But the fact that their bodies were even mentioned shows that their dedication to being fit was too noticeable to go unnoticed. They both received certain benefits from their jobs. As sheep herders, they of course got a healthy dose of sun, which works most effectively with the absorption of vitamin D. Studies show that vitamin D regulates our blood pressure, reduces stress and tension, helps fight depression, improves overall skin health by making our skin softer, stronger, and more smooth. This list, of course, it goes on and on. And that's because our Heavenly Father makes great use of the sun and the sunshine that it delivers. Also, as sheep herders, Joseph and David more than likely did a lot of uphill walking. So that means that their legs were in pretty good shape. In addition to that, walking up that hill makes the heart rate go up. And that's a great way to get cardiovascular exercise. Again, every time they had to carry a sheep, carry a lamb, push, chase away a predator, they were always getting some form of resistance training, and that was making their muscles stronger, also improving on their reflexes. In comparing their jobs as sheep herders to our jobs today, we typically work in an office where we sit down most of the time. But a good portion of their day was spent standing and moving. They didn't have sit-down jobs. I also believe that since Joseph worked for Potiphar, that Egyptian official, that his physical duties probably no longer existed. He didn't have to work as a sheep herder any longer now that he was working for the Egyptian official. Yet we must assume that he took care of his body, because according to Genesis 39, verse 7, Potiphar's wife, over time, kept noticing how gorgeous Joseph was. So he obviously made a point to keep his body in great physical condition. So even though his job no longer provided him with exercise as a sheep herder, he still exercised. Now David continued to herd sheep long after being chosen by God. So he worked an outdoor physical job, which of course kept him in great shape. And as David grew into his position of king, he was a king that was also a warrior. So just think, he had to carry a sword, he had to ride horses fast, which you need great core strength for that, great leg strength for that. Plus, he did a lot of fighting. All of that equals serious physical fitness, meaning he had to keep his body in tip-top shape so that he could fight the fight. Whether you have a position that keeps you fit due to the physical nature of the job, or you discover the importance of remaining physically active now that your job no longer is physical, like say maybe you retired now. As the job changed for Joseph and David, they both still revealed physical fitness as something worth holding on to. God chooses us to help each other. Once you begin taking care of your health, it's going to show. And people who live around you and work around you are going to recognize your efforts, and you're going to be a witness for them, a good witness for them, an inspiration to them. So I pray that we be obedient and turn this portion of our lives over to the Heavenly Father. It only takes 30 minutes a day, every day, to help your body while you inspire somebody. Until next week on Lifestyle Revival, I'm Pam Long, bringing you God's desires for your health. Be blessed.